What's up, everyone? Today we'll be talking about MLMs. Okay, actually, it's a quite a controversial topic, and there are actually only a few reasons why we're here. Either you are in it, your friend is in it, your relative is in it, but whatever it is, let's get to it. So as I was saying, right, I've been in one last year, and like honestly, it's not my thing. Okay, we'll get to that in a bit, but just to clarify, MLM is not like a I mean, it is a way to get rich, but it's really not for everyone, okay? And like, they boast about five-figure income, four-figure income even. That's actually pretty good already for for an MLM. And like, the way to get there, it's really another story. So after I ORD, okay, for those who don't know, ORD is like when you finish 2 mandatory years in the army in Singapore. Okay, so after I ORD, right, you are like an adult. After you receive pay for 2 years, you grown up, you become more mature. You're like, hey, I need to get my act together, man. I need to like start planning for my future, my retirement, like how to earn more money, how like getting investment, all that stuff, like business, okay, all that stuff. Okay, so apparently, right, suddenly a friend, okay, a close friend called me and told me that there's this business opportunity. Hey yo, how are you?
Oh, yeah lah, uni like that one lah actually. Oh, yeah, what did he? Yeah, like a few months before my uni oh. Oh, actually I've been thinking of like investment all that way, like like stock market kind of stuff. But I don't really know what to do, like I actually have this financial advisor lor, so I just give some money for investment. Yeah. Oh, oh you mean you're running your own business? Hey, how sia? How? Your capital man? Huh? Only capital one? How? Huh? Business as a side hustle? Yeah, passive income I know lah, like it's like at the side, right? Working some stuff at the side, then like you get side income, is it? Oh. How there are mentors to guide you? Like, what do you mean mentors eh? As in they want you to succeed also. Huh? I thought business is like competitive one. Oh, so like you mean like they are successful in a way so that like they guide you lah, towards this why you be successful. Oh, so good ah. Eh, actually I don't mind sia, like actually business something on my mind, but also I got no capital so cannot sia. Yeah, it's not really capital lah. Eh, okay. Okay. Okay, help me schedule a meeting with them lah. Actually very interested now sia. Hi, so today right, the purpose is like just to get to know you a little bit better, okay? So have you been doing this thing? Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay, so I see right that our goals are actually pretty aligned with each other, and like cause like we both say about retiring early, retiring our parents early, and like yeah, so it's like very similar goals to mine, and like but you know that like the mentors right, they take a lot of time off their busy schedule to talk to us, so like we need to learn how to appreciate that time because like they're actually very busy people, and especially taking their time out to talk to us and mentor us, understand? So okay, so anyways right, I'll give you a book to read, and all you need to do is just read the book, and like after you're done, you just need to inform like your sponsor. After that, your sponsor will inform me, and then I will probably give you a call and hear your thoughts about the book.
So simple, right? Just read a book, leh. Okay, so apparently, right, okay, at that time, I very close. I don't even know what the heck is MLM, Amway, but all I know is like, business opportunity can do as a side hustle and get like 4-digit, 5-digit income. Why not? Sounds great, man. Okay, so apparently I reached the book, I told them about it, and they told me there's this upcoming seminar, and it's like, wow, it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be amazing if I go. So obviously I agreed lah. I agreed. So apparently I went for the seminar and like, wow, it's really damn legit. So apparently right, I go inside the Zoom meeting because it was COVID at that time. So in the Zoom meeting, right, wow, everyone dressed up in suits, formal attire. Okay, even I was told to wear formal attire. There's just a lot of people inside. Then the speaker suddenly like start talking about the business plan, how to succeed, how to like bring this to a new level, and what the structure is, the plan is, and all. Wow, really sounds like a sounds like it can make it, So I was like, hey, I think I can. Okay, that's where the word Amway was introduced to me. And at the time, I had no idea what the heck is the Amway, okay? So I doing the process, I read every day, listen to the audio, like what they wanted me to. Then I do my core every day, like really discipline. And wow, from there I actually realized I love reading self-help books, because the books are not like Amway books. They are like written by outside people and like they're amazing stuff. And that's where I actually realized I love reading lah. Okay, but then right, okay, so during the process, I actually got to like, they told me all the non-negotiables. Like, for example, like there's 2 meetings a week, and that is not negotiable. I must attend. So it's like every Tuesday and Friday, if I'm not wrong. Then like every Tuesday we have the some seminar to attend, followed by a night hour, and that takes up to 11 p.m., 12 a.m., you know, it's like 4-5 hours, okay. Then after that, on Friday, there's a PACE meeting, they call it, it's some product awareness meeting, and oh my god, okay, so I'm like, sure, why not? At the time, I was like damn motivated, okay, I'm gonna attend it all, I'm gonna make sure that Tuesdays and Fridays are always free, you know, I'm really hardworking. So right, after 1 month, I cleared the process, I became an IBO, independent business owner, and I was like, wow, I'm so proud of myself, man, for clearing the process, because they need to see if I'm worthy to be one of them. So apparently, wow, I was so happy. I told my parents, because initially I wanted to surprise them. Oh my god, but I told them about it.
You know, I started my own business.
What business?
What business? You know Amway?
Eh? Amway? Who join this kind of business? Hey, you know that people call it scam or not? Who join this kind of MLM? You know, people will hate me for it. You know, I once had a relative that joined MLM. Didn't make it far, I tell you, we're not on. Everyone will hate you. I used to buy Amway products. I absolutely hate Amway. Your mother will smack you, I tell you, Amway. Ay, you're let down. Disappointment.
Wow, GG sia that one. So apparently right, with that, I knew it was actually very hard already, because right, okay, everybody teach you one thing, and that's to invest in your own business. And actually that's really legit. Imagine like you sell facial products, but you don't use them like your own facial products. You think your consumers will trust you? So that's something like that you must invest in your own business by buying your own products to show that it's actually very good lah. So because my parents were like against it, so I already knew it was over. Like I couldn't wait, because I mean they sell like household products like dishwasher, soap, conditioner. There's also like makeup products, there's food products, there's energy drinks, like all sorts of stuff you can find. Okay, you can go to the website and check it out. So apparently with that I knew that I couldn't like invest in my own business anymore. Actually, it's not even my own business, considering those aren't even my products. So despite my parents being against it, I still bought some of the products home to try lah. Because like, you know, the coaches say right, like I use it, maybe my parents would like it eventually. Okay, so I bought like the wax, the conditioner, the body soap. So I can remember very clearly. So the shampoo, right? So before I joined Amway, there's this all natural shampoo that I found that I really love. It made me feel very like happy about how my hair feels lah. So apparently right, when I joined Amway, I told like my Amway friend that, hey, actually I feel like keeping my shampoo cause you know I like the shampoo. But they told me that this is a very bad attitude, because they said that right, I must invest in my own business, and like so she said that no, you can't do that. You should replace it when you're done, because you need to invest in your own business. Don't invest in other people's business. So fine. So I was only, but luckily right, I quit before I could use finish that. So I'm still using the shampoo. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so as I was using the rest of the products, I realized that I didn't really like their products that much. I don't know, there's just this very strong smell, especially the body wash. It makes me want to puke. Okay, no offense to those who actually like it, but like I just didn't like it, you know. So I just completely stopped using them. I switched it out. But like, okay lah, I'll just admit that some of their products are good, but to be honest, there are better alternatives. Okay, I'm not sure about like anywhere else, but in Singapore, we got a lot of cheaper alternatives, and they're actually like much better quality, you know. So right, it really makes me like wonder, is it like I can see why my parents didn't like it lah actually. After that right, they told me that okay, I need to start contacting my friends about this opportunity to see if anyone's looking, because right, like you know, I need to help other people to achieve success as well, you know. I cannot be selfish about this opportunity. So apparently right, they made me create this list called the ABC list. So it's like your close friends, your friends, and strangers. So apparently right, I went through my contacts, I put them according to the category A, B, you know. After that like so apparently they teach me how to talk to my friends, and oh my god. So okay, so how we talk to our friends, right? There's 5 levels. So like initiate the convo, deepen in the convo, make someone aware there's such opportunity, then qualifying them to make sure that they are worth it like me as well, and then lastly drop the message to them that there's such opportunity and mentors are actually looking, you know. So apparently right, so with that I need to talk to my friends with that structure, and I cannot tell them what company I'm from, like Amway, and like you know, at first I was like, why is this such so strict? Certain words I cannot use, cannot say. Then there are reasons because, oh, what if I chase them away? Or what if like they misunderstand, or like, they get the wrong idea, or they just Google and find bad information, and they didn't like it's because I told them too much, you know. So they told me, oh, don't say so much, don't say so much. So I'm like, okay, sure. So apparently right, yeah, so all my conversations are very structured. Then whenever I don't know how to reply, I had to screenshot and send them. So apparently it felt very unnatural, because those were my close friends, you know. I love my friends. They are always there for me. They pick me up when I'm down, and they teach me something like they're either your business partners or they are your customers. And like I cannot think of my friends like because they say that like you don't need friends that don't know how to get their act together, aka if you're not business partners, So apparently right, I realized that what the heck. That's what they meant that you might actually lose friends doing this. It's because they give you this idea that you don't actually need those friends anymore. You only need people who are in this business too. So I realized that my friends pick me up and I'm down all the time and they're always there for me and like I love them, man. So apparently I realized that I can't do this. I can't think that my friends are shit like that, that they can't get an act together. So I realized that what the heck am I thinking? And that's where I realized that something's really very wrong there. Now I think about it, right, there's actually one more way they pressure me to like talk to my close friend. I don't know whether were they actually try to pressure me. So apparently right, after I used the products and I didn't really like it, then I thought that actually if the products were good, I don't mind telling my friends about it. But like now that I don't even like the products, I shouldn't be like telling my friends, right? So I realized that maybe I shouldn't like contact them, or maybe should I just close one eye and hope that this business still go well and I succeed and just earn the money. So apparently right, so they said this, they said that because remember the C in the C list, right, is the strangers, right, which is supposed to be empty because we don't know anyone. We don't know, I guess. So apparently right, they say that my friends is somebody else's C list. So eventually if they ever meet my friend, they're going to try contact my friend. And if I ever see my friend that's like sponsored by someone else, I'm going to regret not asking my friend. That's why they tell me I should actually go and ask every single my friend. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't want my friend to be sponsored by someone else. So like, obviously I had to like try. So after that, right, everything is starting to more and more repetitive, like there's a pattern I noticed because every time, okay, so as I was saying, every day you must listen to audios, right? So as I listen to it every day, right, I realized that they're all like mainly the same things, like the speaker, okay, they're all different speakers, but they'll be flaunting about their wealth, like they'll say about their big cars, their house, their vacation, and how they got security, and like their life is very nice, and like they're making side income, this is the side income, the Amway business. So apparently right, they will tell you stuff like, oh, you need to listen to your mentors or coach, and because they're always right, anything you should go through them and you should always go through them before doing anything. And like so basically like they really preach a lot of like habits and stuff, and like you should read every day, listen to audio every day, and like but then eventually it's just all the same thing in different words, and then also like on every Tuesday when I attend the meeting, I realized that the seminar that I was supposed to attend on Tuesday is the exact same one that I went to after reading the book. So basically every Tuesday it's the same presentation, just a different speaker. And I only started to notice the pattern like after I become an IBO. I'm just like, why am I doing here? I've been through this presentation like many times, but it's a non-negotiable, so I have to put on my formal wear, attend the meeting, sit there and like look like, oh, I'm a big man, like I'm a grown up and I'm with my life all together, even though like actually I'm losing money, from buying the products and not earning anything. So like over there I can see all the new, they will always identify the new people and like they'll question you like, oh, what do you want in your life? What are you aiming for? Oh, what are you doing now? They'll really like get in your head somehow. So apparently right, yeah, it got very repetitive and then like I don't know, man. So eventually okay, I'm so sorry, but then apparently I usually will just alt tab and do my stuff because it's a Zoom call. So apparently I'll just like do my stuff on the com, so it look like I'm actually paying attention, but actually I am not. So this one right is actually the last straw, okay, I swear. So apparently like towards the part I was about to quit, there's this major international function that I have to attend, and like the mentors will say how privileged that we are because like usually it's held like overseas, so we actually have to fly down and to attend the seminar, the function. But apparently like they say because due to COVID now it's on Zoom, so we all should get a ticket and go for it, and it's a non-negotiable to them, I guess. So apparently right, I spent like, okay like, it's not much, close to $200 to attend the function to invest in my education. Okay, so apparently right, I went, so me and my friend we bought and we were like, okay, we need to go. But because it's supposedly held in US, right, the speakers are all in US, so apparently right, we had to like be awake in the odd hours in Singapore, during the odd hours in Singapore. So we were there like, oh, we had to listen. And then you know what they say? That's why your energy drink is useful. So apparently like we had to stay up all night and listen. And wow, even the sun rise already, my parents were already, and then I am still like over there listening to my business. And I'm like, oh my god, am I doing my life? And that's not the worst part. So I paid like so much for it, right? I expected like some like good information, good learning outcomes. Like I prepare a piece of paper, my notes, because usually every meeting they'll say you must have notes ready, stand by to take notes. Even though like I don't know why everyone's just saying the same thing. So apparently right, then I realized, why are they like saying the same thing as the audios? They're showing off their wealth, telling everyone, wow, you look at my car and my background in Zoom, then the house very big, Then apparently like, wow, after a while I'm just like, they're shipping the same thing as the audios, while they're showing off their wealth or telling to listen to your mentors and like, what? So there's really not much that we are actually learning out of it, and I paid so much to watch people flaunt their wealth in front of me when I'm losing money in this business. What? So after all that, right, I still attended some meetings, and like, I realized that everyone is like, it's like a cult, because like, we all listen to audios and like on some night hours we share our takeaways and all, but everyone's audio is all about like, we need to trust our mentors, we need to do more conversation, we need to set a goal to like do this, do that. And when I say goal, I say like it's towards the business, so like we need to maybe contact 10 friends a day, set a goal, that kind of stuff. So I like, and then the worst thing is when everyone, like, because everyone's talking about similar stuff except just in different phrasing, and then like everyone on the Zoom chat, they will like go crazy about, oh my god, you're on fire today, oh my god, you're so lit, man, you're so motivating and inspiring the heck out of me. Like for me, I'm just like, what's going on? Because like I feel like they don't really share new stuff, and I don't know what's so motivating about listening to the same thing over and over again. Okay, I don't know what is it about that, but to me I just don't find anything like inspiring out of that lah. So I just really find it's a waste of time. So I called my friend, right, and then right, she said she also felt something is wrong. Then after that I asked her if she thought that the audio sounded very repetitive and it's just people speaking like with different phrasing. And she's just like, yeah, huh? So she actually realized it after I told her. Apparently after that, we realized, then we started Googling. And then like, wow, there's a lot of bad reviews, like 99% of it were bad reviews. And one very significant one was like the father was the Amway like IBO. So apparently right, the guy went down to the basement. Then the basement it's like an Amway supermarket. Because okay, every month we're supposed to hit a certain volume. Like okay, so how much you spend is proportional to the volume. So we need to have a volume goal every month and must try to hit it. So apparently right, wow, the father must have bought a lot, but the stuff is usually quite hard to sell, So I think they focus more on like recruiting people in rather than selling their products. So okay, after that, me and my friend were like, shit, this is not what you want to do anymore. So we wanted to leave, So okay, my friend wanted to take a leadership role in her dance CCA, okay? So she's like really into dance. So apparently right, she said okay, she's gonna say she cannot like, because just so happened that the dance practice, right, so the same day as the meetings and it's not negotiable. So like she realized she's been skipping her dance practice and she's been feeling very sad about that. So she realized that I want to actually attend my dance CCA actually, and she want to get a leadership role. So she really very overwhelmed also. So apparently she talked to the coaches and mentors on the Zoom call about it, and like okay, but she was very afraid. So I was actually beside her, but I was off the camera lah on the Zoom call. So apparently right, the coaches actually passively aggressively asked her if like to like whether did she think about her future, the long term, the dance compared to the business, which one will benefit her more. But like to me, I find it a bit uncomfortable to be like listening to all that, because right, it's your passion and dreams, what, like how could you say something like that to like kill her passions and dreams? Someone more is supposed to be a side thing, her side hustle, but like I don't know, man, she's just she took it. She had to take all that lah. Then after that, but she still insisted that it's something she really wanted and she thought about it already. So apparently the coach was like, okay, sure, all the best, So after that, 1 week later, it was my turn. Then after that, apparently like I just told them that I upfront told them that I just thought that the products didn't really suit me, and it's very hard for me to be selling or like even bring my friends into something I don't really believe in. And like for them, they accept the reason. They said that that's reasonable because it's very like hard to be in this business if I don't even believe in it. So apparently they let me go, and like after that so I just told them that they were very like hyped up about the product, so it's very hard for me to like tell them that I didn't really like the product. So that is my Amway story, and like okay, I hope you guys will hate me for saying all this, but like this is what really happened, and like that's what I thought and experienced throughout, and like it's just not for me, you know. It may be suitable for you and it might be working for you. So right, if it's something you wish to do, sure, it's not that it's also a way, it's a way to get rich, but like for me it's just not my thing, because like I feel very like trapped in this, you know, and like it's very hard for me to be myself in this, because for me running a business, right, I prefer the conventional one where like maybe there's products where I can be selling like a normal advertisement. Actually, I'd like to see what you guys think about like MLMs in general or anything, so leave it down in the comments below to let me know what you think. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.